Today is a little different OdeTo. When I need to speak to Betty White, I realize that to most people she's gone, but to me she won't ever be gone, and I know she can hear me right now. I'm going to need to speak to Betty White, but y'all can stick around if you want. Where does one begin with you? Some of my earliest memories of being entertained, feeling akin to a spirit, having quality time with one of my other favorite people on earth at the time, who was my grandma, who was my namesake. You always reminded me of her and her spirit. So to sit on the couch and watch the Golden Girls with her and laugh, observe and witness the kind of performer that you are, those are some of my favorite memories that I will take with me and cherish always. Your presence, your timing, your wit, the way that you are in complete and total command whenever you're on the stage or the screen. That type of professionalism and that type of talent is extremely rare. It's been very difficult hearing of your transition. It's been tough to know that you were excited to reach your 100th birthday and that didn't quite happen. You're only a matter of days away. Everyone that was completely dazzled by you and your performances, dazzled by you and just your shining spirit, simultaneously completely inspired by all of that. We're all just kind of a mess of bittersweet memories and sheer joy, I guess, at times, and then kind of a sad, cold feeling that we don't get any more. As one of your main philosophies in life, if you look on the bright side, such a legacy to remember you by. So I had actually a small personal interaction with you once. I did background for the TV show The Practice, and you were a guest star on that episode. I remember them walking you in and escorting you. You were on the arm of, I believe, Patrick Dempsey, which was a whole nother, moment of excitement. Though I was a lowly background artist, you still made sure to turn around and wink and smile and wave at everybody that was behind you. I was beyond starstruck because I saw firsthand the professionalism and kindness and realness. I saw in action what I always felt to be true about you. I won't ever forget that. Some of my favorite clips of you or interactions of yours are on talk shows. Doesn't matter who you're around, what show you're on, you are so quick to match their energy, to match the vibe, to throw out a joke but keep moving if it doesn't land, your presence and your stage bravado, even though you're totally being yourself on these talk shows, that always carries you through, and it always feels like we're getting a personal, very sweet, loving personal performance by you. I love how gracious and sweet, yet sharp and perfectly clear, perfectly lucid, perfectly on the ball you always presented yourself to be, no matter what your age was. I watched the Netflix documentary that talked about your early years of your career and your family, your close-knit family and things. Had I never seen that, I would have known anyway, somehow. Somehow I already knew. The way that you carry yourself, the way that you treat people, the way that you show your spirit can only be from hard work and grounded interactions and focusing on things that you love. You ran your own show, your own variety show, at a time when women didn't even get billing, really. Not only did you run the show with skill and precision, greeted every audience before each show, had people of color on, showed everybody, not just told them, the kind of person, the kind of leader, the kind of performer that you were. Every character that you've ever been has a resonance, but Rose Nyland, Sue Ann Nivens, Elka from Hot in Cleveland, they're all an indication of who you are deep inside, whether those characters are being catty and snide and raunchy and competitive or backbiting, whatever it is. There's always a sense that you're going to take care of us. You're going to hold us in this little cradle and take care of us and make sure that everybody has a good time. There'll be lots of jokes, but at the end of the day, you're still in a safe space. That's an invaluable quality in a person. That's an invaluable quality in a performer. Your deep affection for animals and their well-being and their health as opposed to their rights. I read a quote where you said that that's the focus. Your focus is on their health and their well-being, not their rights. That is such a wonderful way of putting being an animal person. To think that you know what their path should be as an animal puts animals in a very subservient place that I don't think they belong. I think you knew that. You did so much work for animals. You took care of them. You enjoyed their company. But yet you enjoyed a hot dog on occasion. I think those juxtapositions, those contrasts that you never apologized for, really just helped you slip right into the hearts of most people. I don't know anybody that doesn't absolutely love you and your work. You are true to yourself. You spoke your mind, but with tact and with grace and with intelligence. You were able to point out the strongest qualities of humans, the most redeemable qualities of humans, all while referencing all the nastiest parts too, the unsightly parts of humans. You loved humans anyway. You couldn't have possibly not and had the career that you did for so long. You are as dazzling and beguiling in your transition to a different form as you were in life. All of the beautiful examples that we have of you just being who you are, being professional, having bloopers, having a rather randy and tawdry conversation with a good-looking man. All of those things are just emblazoned in the hearts and minds of all of your fans. So we won't ever forget those things. I just wanted to say thank you for all of the things that no one saw. Since your transition, there's been a flood of people recalling times that they've spent with you, or ways that they knew that you were above and beyond, just to be above and beyond. Through those, I know that you weren't looking to come off as a big shot. You weren't looking to get accolades for, oh, well, look how professional, look how kind, look how wonderful I am. You would never. I know you did them because you felt them genuinely in your soul. Struck me as the kind of person that you just roll with what feels right, no matter the consequence. No matter if it rubs someone wrong, a coworker or whomever, you were who you were. And that's insanely invaluable. You were a feminist icon without ever uttering the word, I don't think. I don't think you considered yourself an ism or an ist of anything, really. I think you felt how you felt. That could change, that could morph into something different, and that would be okay if it did. So thank you for setting that example. So many different generations of women look to you and see this shining, glittering example of how to conduct yourself like a lady, like a classy, glorious, womanly woman. And I love that you have showed us at every stage of life that it ain't over. There's never any reason for you to feel like it's over, no matter what the life event is, no matter what the career up or down is, no matter what happens, it's completely up to you what your life is about. I've enjoyed this huge influx of Betty Whiteness and clips and things that I had never even seen before. I mean, there's so many, so thankfully been around, shared your joy and your light with us for so long that you couldn't possibly watch all of them, I don't think. I kind of want to try. I have so enjoyed seeing all of the clips and all of the anecdotes that you give that I know you mean with all of your heart. There's one that stands out in particular that I've heard you say a few times actually because it bears repeating. When you were younger, your mom helped you have a sense of hope and understanding about death. For me, just the term death is wrong because we don't ever die. Our souls live on forever. And grief, even though it's a very natural and very necessary process when someone transitions away, it's very selfish because I feel like that person, whomever they are free. And I know that your mom taught you something similar. There are so many things that we know for sure on earth that we've learned, but we don't know about death. We don't know what happens when you die. Whenever someone in your family would pass away, she would say, oh, see, now they know the secret. Every person that you lost throughout your life, you knew that they knew the secret. It wasn't just that they were gone and you were alone now. It's that they will always be with you as much as they ever were. And they just have a different mode of being now when they know the secret. And that to me is akin to the way that I feel about it as well. And even though I really would prefer you to have stayed till you were 200. I don't think I'm alone in that, but I do find great comfort in knowing that you know the secret now, and you get to connect with all of secret knowing loved ones that knew the secret before you. All of the people that really loved you for who you were. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you gave us for so long, so selflessly, with such love and kindness, randiness, and pure and utter Bettiness. Thank you for that. And I really look forward to the day that I learn the secret too, and maybe I'll get a wink and a smile, just like I did that one day. Until then.